Guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah, and today we're going to be doing a AI tutorial for anyone over 50. If you have not dove into AI yet, this is a perfect time for you to do it, and it's way easier than you think it is. I remember when ATM cards started to be used in grocery stores, and it was a little nerve-wracking, I'm not going to lie. But what happened was I had a good friend who was like, just go to the bakery, buy something at the bakery. Nobody's in line there. There's no stress, no pressure. Super easy. Learned how to do it, learned how easy it was. And I'm sure all of you did too, because most of us use cards now. ChatGPT and AI apps are very, very similar. It's a little nerve-wracking when you first get started using them, but once you start, they are an amazing tool for you to use for just about anything, for marketing, for business ideas, for recipes, just about anything. So today, like I said, we're going to use ChatGPT. Or actually, I didn't say that, but that is what we're going to start with is ChatGPT. And in coming videos, we will explore other AI apps as well. But let's get started with ChatGPT. So I have to put my glasses on for this. So basically, first thing you do is go to chatgpt.com. This is going to be the interface that you see. What are you working on? Ask anything. And as you can see, you can attach items. Like if you wanted it to look over a recipe to make sure that the recipe had all the correct ingredients or steps, you could do that. You can actually search on ChatGPT too, and you can study as well. You can also use voice mode, which I've never used before because in our generation, we just always used written word, and that's what I'm comfortable with. So over here, you can sign up for free. There's two different levels of ChatGPT. One is the free version, one is the pro version. The pro is the paid version. I actually just use the free version, and what happens is you will reach a limit of how much data you can or information you can extract from ChatGPT in the free version. But I've always found that it's fine for what I use it for. And I use it for a lot of different things. I use it for marketing mostly. I use it for online business ideas. I do some research on it. And then what I do, and this is what you should always do, is confirm whatever it's telling you out on the internet, doing your own research as well, because sometimes it can, quote, hallucinate and give you wrong information. So the very first thing, this is just going to be basic tutorial. Like I said, very first thing we're going to do is log in. Now it's going to give you many choices, right? Continue with Google, continue with Microsoft, Apple, or with your phone. Choose which is most comfortable with for you. I always do things with Google. And then, as you can see, I have a few different Google accounts. So I am actually going to go in with my UGC Gmail. And then this is just Google will allow OpenAI to access this info for you. Now, some people feel comfortable with using Google for their passwords and getting into different websites and apps. Some people don't. Do whatever is comfortable for you. So continue. And they want to know how old you are. And for most of us, that is Gen X. If you're over 50 and watching this. So it's going to think a little while. And okay. So this is just the basic information that they give you. Ask any questions. Don't share sensitive information. What we know is that ChatGPT and other AI apps do share information with the government or whoever. So don't share any sensitive info on here, and then check your facts. Just like I said, even though ChatGPT may give you inaccurate information, it's not intended to give advice. So check the facts. whether it's information or I wouldn't ask it for advice, but I guess that's what we do, though, actually, if you're doing marketing on it. So this is actually, see how easy this interface is. You can do different chats with the new chat. Search, you can search within your chats, and then you have a library of chats, and then you have projects. So you can actually organize it any way that you want. I always organize mine with just new chats. So let's just type in a basic recipe question. So let's just say, hi, because I like to be polite. You don't have to say that. Will you give me a basic recipe for apple fritters? The reason why I came up with that is I was just on Pinterest a couple minutes ago before I logged in with you. And there was a pin that was actually advertising for a apple fritters recipe that was being sold on Etsy for $2.95. So that's fresh in my mind. That's what we're doing. So it thinks for just a little bit, like I said, not very much. And here we go. Simple classic apple fritter recipe, crispy on the outside, soft and apple filled on the inside. It's very winsome. I would call ChatGPT very winsome and appealing to humans because of this language. Every iteration of ChatGPT has a more friendly aspect to it, more winsome language. So this is basic apple fritters. Easy to use. So what we're going to do is we're going to stay on this apple fritter recipe, and we're going to find out. Let's just ask if we wanted to make an apple fritter making business, what would we do? And we'll start with market research. What is the prospect? Let me get this. Of an apple fritter making home business. And yes, I did spell that wrong. Viable. And I spelled it wrong again. As a side hustle. Because most of us are looking for side hustles now. So this is where a lot of businesses are actually using ChatGPT, marketing people, business people. They're using this a lot, and you can use it for absolutely anything. So for building an apple fritter side hustle, the viability would be high appeal, according to ChatGPT. Now, this would also depend on your own area. And because apple fritters are classic, comforting, and familiar, especially in the United States, and it makes people feel warm and fuzzy in the whole thing. It's versatile, it's local, and seasonal. So fresh apple fritters made with local apples, see, they're giving you a marketing strategy, the basis of a marketing strategy right here too. So that's how quick ChatGPT is to come up with things for businesses. So there's simplicity in the startup. There's low entry barrier because the pricing is low because it's just the cost of the ingredients and your time, which eventually will be worth something in a business. And then the cost profile, it gives you everything you need to sort of have an idea of whether a business will work or not. So selling avenues. So all this information, and this is all free, and they're pulling it from all over the internet. So they're pulling it from marketing sites, journalists who have written about marketing and business. So all over the place, they're pulling this from. So basically it says it's a viable side hustle, especially if you keep it small batch, brand well, and target. So then the base, and then what it does is it will ask you to continue the conversation. It will ask you, would you like me to show you a basic business plan outline or cost breakdown spreadsheet? So let's say yes. Yes, please. Because if they ever take over the world, we want to know that we were friendly to them, both. So the prompt can be as simple as that. and it's thinking for a little while. Now, also remember on the free plan, you're kind of at the back of the line. So sometimes when you're using it on the free plan, it's taking a little while more to think because it's actually servicing the pro plans, the paid plans first. So business concept, it can give you a name and you can ask for more names, product, unique selling proposition, target market, demographics. So it's super important in business to know your demographics and to have an avatar of who will buy your products. And then it even gives you a price breakdown, local farmers markets, Facebook, and then startup needs. So it can give you everything. And this is from very, very basic prompts. Now, if you're trying to do artwork or visual art with ChatGPT, or I wouldn't use ChatGPT actually, with other AI apps, your prompts have to be a lot more specific, and we'll go into that in another video. But this is just basically to get you familiar with it so that you can jump on here and play with it, because that's what you have to do. Technology, when you first get started using it, you have to play with it, figure out how to use it, and go from there. But look at all this information you get. So then, would you like me to generate this cost breakdown as an editable Excel file? Now, you may like Excel, you may not like Excel. I don't particularly like Excel, but I use it when I have to. But actually, what I am curious about with this business is how to market it. Because with all businesses, you need marketing, marketing, marketing. Otherwise, nobody knows who you are, what you're selling, and it becomes very challenging to reach your demographic. So we want to know how to market effectively, but we also need to dig down into what demographic we are selling to. So we can ask it that too. So let's say, will you let me know what the best demographic is for this business, and build me an avatar of my customer. So it gives you all that information too. Age range 25 to 60, with adults with disposable income for treats or coffee shop snacks. Income level, middle income and up 40,000 to 120,000 annual income. So these are the people you're marketing to. Lifestyle, family status, families with kids, fritters or weekend treats, suburban and small urban areas, and then where your demographic, your avatar will hang out. Now, what your avatar is what you're going to talk to, or who I should say you're going to talk to when you are marketing for this particular business. So they've done custom avatars for you, and this is who you're talking to. Elementary school teacher, mid-sized suburban downtown with local market, 60,000 a year, married with one child. These are her backgrounds and likes and dislikes, and this all helps in marketing. And as you can tell, I mean, even 5 years ago, getting this type of information and building an avatar would take more than, what did it take us, 3 minutes to do this? You'd have to sit down and really think about it and go in depth. But with ChatGPT, it will build these for you like we just did, right? So basically, we're building a little side hustle here. So pain points. So when you're selling, you always have to know what a person's pain point is, what your avatar's pain point is, and market to solving that pain point. So she doesn't want overly processed bakery items. Maybe doesn't want to buy at a grocery store, a big box store, wants something homemade where the ingredients, maybe they're locally sourced, right? You get the apples from down the road. That's a marketing plan, or something you can emphasize in your marketing. So, how to market to her? Social media, right? Instagram, Facebook, farmers market, packaging, promotions. Now, she may not be on TikTok. She may be on TikTok, but Facebook and Instagram are good ways to reach that particular demographic. And then what they do is they give you secondary avatars too. You're not always selling to one avatar. You have your primary avatar, that's the person you're directly speaking to. Your secondary avatars are the people maybe behind your original avatar. So Mike, the cafe owner, small business, looking to stock local pastries. Jenna, the event planner. I'm going to ask it. So we're not going to do a visual custom avatar profile sheet, which you can. And what it will do at that point, actually, let me say yes, because I want you to see what it does when it gives you a PDF. To get our product out there, we're going to ask it. So we're not going to do a visual custom avatar profile sheet, which you can. And what it will do at that point, actually, let me say yes, because I want you to see what it does when it gives you a PDF. Because it will give you actual documents and PDFs to help you. Let's see, we're going a little bit slower so we're coming to the end of our free time, and it may actually be at our free time, but we're just going to wait. But this is what happens when you start to come to the end of the free time, and with Pro, you don't have this at all. So I'm told. So there it is. Download the Apple Fritter customer avatar. So I download it, comes over here to my downloads, and I'm just going to open it just so we can see, right? This is what it creates for you. This is what it makes for you. So you have your customer avatar, and you can do this with the secondary avatars as well. So you have that. I don't know if you're like me, that you actually like to print things out and look at them. I still do. So that PDF is a great resource. But I want to show you what it will show you for social media marketing as well. So let's say we have the business up and going, and you just say, please make me a social media marketing campaign. And just say, I've never done this before. Please keep it simple. Enter. Beginner friendly, which is what you want. And so this is what it builds for you. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, what to post. And these are simple ideas. So intro story, this is you saying, hi, I'm so-and-so, small batch apple fritters, using local apples. So those are all points that you really want your customer to see, your potential customer to see. And then just a basic photo of you using your iPhone, using whatever, your Android, if you have an Android, holding a tray of fritters. And years ago, this type of information or this type of service, you would have to go to a marketing professional to get. So this is why ChatGPT can be super, super important for just us regular people trying to figure it out. You know, maybe you don't want to do all this work, and maybe you just want the apple fritter recipe, and that's really good too. But if you like making the apple fritters, maybe you want to turn it into a business, and that is where ChatGPT really excels. It can help with the marketing. It can help with texting. Maybe you're writing a text to someone and you're not sure that your tone is friendly or nice or whatever, and you want to make sure that you're coming across correctly. You can do that in ChatGPT. So for something like that, you open up a new chat and say, please write me a text to my friend, telling her that I won't be at her birthday party. make it friendly and caring. And I know that's not spelled correctly. So here we go. And then it will give you options, right? So maybe this isn't exactly what you wanted. So casual, more thoughtful. So let's say, please make it more casual and more thoughtful. And you can do this for emails, for anything that you write, right? It just gives you a jumping off point. And then if you want it short, it'll do that as well. And then see, it keeps on going. So you don't have to just stick with the first answer it gives you. There are ways to whittle it down to more what you would want. And then text, drop it in your text. Oops, that was my cat. Drop it in your text, drop it in your email, and then maybe massage it a little bit for you. I wouldn't take this exactly and then transfer it over and then just send it. I would make it a little bit more personal to me because there is something with the human touch. So anyway, that's all I have for you today. Like I said, ChatGPT is super easy. Just play with it. Just log in using whatever credentials you feel most comfortable with, and it will provide you with a lot of information. If you want information, it will provide you with recipes. It'll provide you with marketing plans, which is what we did with the apple fritter recipes, and possible side hustle, and even as basic as a text to a friend or an email to a friend. It is a super useful tool, and you just have to start using it like we used the ATM cards back in the day. Just start using it and you'll find that it's super, super valuable. So that's all I have for you today. Thanks for joining me. If you liked my video, hit like and subscribe. I'll be doing more of these. And the next one that I do will have to do with creating visual art with an AI app. It won't be ChatGPT, so you'll have to tune in to find out what it is. So hopefully I'll see you then, and take care and have a good day.